Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is week 2 of our summer prep Pilates program. We started our program off super strong and we have another week of fat burning Pilates today with a 16-minute workout, and it will get all of your muscles burning. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to catch up on our program, go back to last week's video. We have 2 up and you'll be ready to jump right in. If you're already all caught up and ready for today's workout, just grab your mat and let's begin. Let's start sitting in a crisscross position in the center of your mat. Make sure that you're really rooted down evenly through both hips, and then interlace the fingers and press the palms out in front of you. Hollow out the belly with an exhale, pulling the navel back to the spine, and curve through the spine looking down. Then inhale, reach the palms up for the sky, and exhale, reach over to the right. Then inhale up through center. Let's reach over to the left on our next exhale, stretching out right side body. Inhale through center and then circle the arms down to your sides. Now let's make our way into a seated position in the center of our mat with our feet together placed just in front of the hips. Take the arms to parallel, roll the shoulders back, and C curve, leaning back using the pelvic floor and keeping the chest lifted. Inhale, lift the chest back up, and then exhale back into your C curve, hollowing through the belly. Take the arms wide and then close back to parallel on an inhale. So we exhale, take the arms wide, inhale, take the arms to parallel. Be sure that you're staying hollow through the belly by pulling the navel back to the spine and keeping it there. And try not to collapse through the chest as you close the arms in. We have 3 more just like this. And 2. Last one. Hold the arms in parallel now and reach them both over to the right. Exhale, lift them up overhead and to the left, and then inhale as you draw them through center. Squeeze the knees together as you circle the arms overhead to make sure that you're not twisting too much through the hips. Keep going just like this and reaching the fingertips to touch the floor on either side. We have 4 more, and then we'll reverse our circles. 3, 2, and 1. Draw the arms through center and then exhale over to the left and draw the arms overhead to the right. Inhale back through center and we'll repeat. Remember to keep those knees squeezed together so that we can make sure we're working the oblique muscles and not just twisting through the hips. Keep it up, guys. We only have 3 more. 2. And last one. Great job. Pull that string back up through the crown of the head and make your way into a forward fold standing in the center of the mat. Place the feet together and then pedal through the knees to warm up those joints as you breathe in and out through the mouth. Then bend both knees and ripple the spine all the way up to standing. And step the feet slightly wider than shoulder distance apart for some sumo squats. We'll inhale, lower down, reaching the arms overhead, and exhale, press up. Inhale, lower, and exhale, press. Keep the chest lifted, but try not to arch through the spine, so pull the belly button back. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, hold low on this last one. Let's drop the left arm and extend the right leg in tendu, and then press back down into our sumo squat. We'll inhale to lift, exhale to press. Keep going just like this. We'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's repeat that on the other side. Drop the right arm and extend the left leg to tendu. Then inhale to squat down. Don't forget to really sync the motion with your breath for advanced healing in the muscles. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold low in your sumo squat now. Let's pulse down and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up to standing now. Let's walk to the center of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Catch your breath and pedal through the knees here, and then walk the hands forward to downward dog. Keep pedaling through the heels, stretching out the backs of the legs, and then lift both heels high and drop the knees down into tabletop. Pull the navel back to the spine to secure the torso, and then hover the knees 1 inch above the mat. While in hover, hollow through the belly and tilt the pelvic floor backwards, and then inhale, even out the spine. Exhale, hollow the belly, and inhale, neutralize. As you breathe, make sure that the shoulders stay stacked fully on top of the wrist so that the core can really engage in this exercise. Keep going for 2 and 1 more. Now inhale, lower the knees down to the mat, and exhale, lift them back up 1 inch. Take quick motions moving through the shoulders as you lower and lift the knees. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Beautiful job, everyone. Rest the knees down on the mat, cross the ankles, and then come down onto your glutes. Scooting to the center of the mat, let's lean back to rest on our elbows and then hollow through the belly, tucking pelvic floor so that the low spine and the hips are really rooted down into the mat. Stack the knees on top of the hips and then inhale, drop the knees over to the right, exhale through center, inhale, drop over to the left, exhale through center, and then extend the legs long. Exhale, draw the knees back on top of the hips. Be sure to keep the shoulders far from the ears in this exercise and let the knees fall fully over to the side, even letting the opposite hip rise up before exhaling to press the hips back down into the mat as you come through center. Keep going just like this. We've got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2 left. And last 1. Great job. Keep the big toes together and open the knees, creating a diamond shape with your legs. Exhale, tap the toes down to the mat, and inhale, lift back up. As you exhale to tap down, pull the navel back to the spine and really try to flatten out the low back onto the mat, almost lifting the tailbone up just an inch. This will ensure that you're activating your corset muscle abs to tap the toes down. We have 2 and 1 more. You guys are doing so great. Rest all the way down on the mat now and extend the legs straight up at 90 degrees. Turn the feet out so that the heels are touching and the toes are spread. Then take the arms up above the shoulders in parallel and exhale high into a crunch. Pilates 100. Pump the arms by the hips as you inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Keep pumping the arms and we'll go for 10 breaths. As we pump, the belly should be hollow, and if you'd like a little more of a core burn, lower the legs to 45 degrees. Keep going, guys. You just have a few deep breaths left. If you find yourself holding tension in the hip flexors, just lower the toes down to the mat for some extra support, or even rest the head down. Let's take 1 more deep breath in and out. Great job, everyone. Rest the head down on the mat and extend the legs back up to 90 degrees. Reach up and crunch to tap the ankles on an exhale. Inhale, lower the chest back down to the mat. This exercise can be pretty difficult, so we'll just do a few more. And 3, 2, last 1. Rest the head down on the mat now and hug the knees into the chest. Turn the head side to side to release any tension that might have built up in the neck. Then cross the ankles, rock back, and roll up to a sitting position. Let's repeat that a couple times. Exhale, rock back, and inhale, roll up. Keep a hold of your legs and exhale as you rock back, feeling the mat massage your spine on the way down and back up. Then cross your ankles in front of you and make your way into tabletop in the center of your mat. Hollow through the belly and close the ribs over the hips to secure the torso before walking down to your forearms and interlacing your fingers. Tuck your right toes and then donkey kick, driving the heel up to the sky before crossing it behind the left leg and then driving it up again. Each time you drive the heel up, Imagine that the navel pulls farther back to the spine so that we make sure we're burning through the glutes and not arching through the low back. Hold the heel up on this last one. We'll pulse up and up, squeezing the glutes as we drive the heel closer and closer to the sky. Keep pulsing for 3, 2, and 1. Then lower the knee down to the mat and point that toe. Exhale, lift the knee straight up to the back and hold it high as you rotate side. Extend the leg in a fire hydrant and then bend and lower down. Again, lift the knee straight up to the back and then hold it at that height as you rotate side. Extend the leg long, bend, and lower down again. Make sure that your shoulders stay stacked just on top of your elbows in this exercise. You guys are doing so great. Let's do 4 more just like this. Exhale, lift, inhale, extend, and lower. 3, 2, just 1 left, and lower down. Press up to tabletop and look side to side back at your hips to loosen up the spine. Then take a quick cat-cow, inhaling to arch and look up, and exhale to curl the spine and look down, before neutralizing the spine and walking back down to your forearms. Tuck the left toes and exhale, drive up. Inhale, tuck the knee behind the right. Try to keep the hips level as you lift and lower the knee, and make sure that you're not swaying through the low back so the glutes can fully engage. Keep it up, we just have 4 left. 3, 2, hold it lifted on this last one. Let's pulse the heel up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down and point the toe. Exhale, drive the knee straight up to the back and hold it high as you rotate side. Extend the leg long and then bend and lower. Keep the belly hollow and make sure that the left hip stays far away from the left shoulder, especially as you extend the leg and bend before lowering. Keep it up, guys. We just have 5 more. And 3, 2, last one. Lower the leg down and press back up to quickly release the spine by looking over the shoulder back at the hip from side to side. We'll take a cat-cow, inhaling to arch and look up, and exhale, hollow and look down, and then we'll bring the spine to neutral, shift forward in the hips to a modified plank, and exhale, lower the chest down to the mat. We just have 1 series left of class, so stack the forearms and rest the forehead down before pulling up through the navel, hollowing out the belly to close the ribs over the hips. Then take the feet shoulder distance apart and draw the palms underneath the shoulders. Drive through all the joints in the fingers as you press up to a cobra. Inhale, look up at the sky, and then exhale, ripple the spine back down to the mat. Let's repeat that. Exhale, press through the palms and lift the chest up, and then take the head straight forward. Reach the right arm up overhead, and then place down on the mat, and then repeat that with the left arm. Actively press down through the shoulders to keep them far away from the ears as you lift the other arm straight up overhead. And be sure you're syncing this with your breath, so exhale, lift, and inhale, lower the arm. Keep going just like this, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We'll lift each arm 3 more times. And 2. Last one. Lower the chest down to the mat now, sliding the palms forward. Then draw the elbows back to the ribs and place the hands just below the shoulders. Press down through the elbows, sliding the shoulder blades down the spine and lifting the chest to come up to cobra. Inhale, release the chest back down to the mat. Exhale, repeat, lowering the shoulders far from the ears. This time, stay lifted and draw the arms overhead, trying to keep the chest at the same height. Then lower the arms down to the mat and slide the elbows back towards the ribs. Exhale as you draw the arms overhead and inhale as you slide the palms back. This is our last exercise of class today, so let's keep going for 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Great job. Lower the chest down to the mat, walk the knees back in towards the hips, and press back to a well-deserved child's pose. Sink the chest down into the mat here and take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then reach up with the right arm and weave it underneath the left, folding the right ear down to the mat for an extra stretch through the shoulders. Then unwind, reaching right arm back up before placing it back down on the mat. Inhale left arm up and weave it underneath, and then take another deep breath on this side before reaching left arm back up to the sky and placing it down on the mat. Then ripple through the spine to sit up on your heels before making your way into the center of the mat. Come into crisscross and then reach both arms forward, sinking heavy into the hips for an extra stretch through the outer glutes. Take a deep breath here and then fold even further on your exhale. Walk the hands over to the right side of the mat and actively reach through the left fingertips to stretch out through that side of the body. We'll repeat that to the left side so that we can stretch out the right side body. Again, be sure to sink both hips firmly down into the mat. Walk through center now, and we'll ripple up to sit in crisscross with a string pulling the crown of our head up tall. Now take your palms to the front and back of your ribs and practice an inhale where you fill the ribs front, back, and both sides, and then exhale, close the ribs down over the hips. Then rest the arms down and repeat that. Inhale, expand the ribs in all directions, and exhale, close over the hips. Thank your body for all of its hard work today, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can be a part of our summer prep Pilates workout series. I'll see you guys this Thursday for our weekly challenge.